Hello YouTube family and fans of YouTube. Welcome to my video and thank you for being here today. I'll be shuffling while I'm talking to you. Thank you, Spirit. Y'all bear with me a little bit today. I've got a little something different here going on and I thought it might be of interest to you out there to know what my process is. And this is something I'd like to talk more about when I go, well, I don't know what the subject will be specifically, but when I start doing lives, I think you're going to have lots of questions for me, and I'm looking forward to answering them. And I don't have all the answers, but I have my answers of how I do things and how I talk to spirits and what my process is and all of that, which I think many of you might find interesting. I hope you will anyway. So go ahead and get subscribed because I am going to do a live when I get 1,000 subscribers. I'm just starting here on YouTube and I want to say thank you to my viewers and subscribers. So be sure you hit that notification bell so you'll get notified. Hopefully it'll be in the next couple of weeks. I'm getting close. Anyway, thank you. I'm just going to keep shuffling here while I'm talking. No, I'm not, because I'm having trouble. What you may or may not know, and I've said this in a reading before, when a person does a reading, a good psychic or medium, when they do a reading, we're literally swimming in the energy that we're picking up on. We have different ways of picking up information, but a lot of us literally feel the energy, and that's me. I'm very, well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, it's another subject for another video, but I'm feeling this energy, and so it is a dark energy, and I'm struggling. I want to be sure to keep balance. I want to be able to give you clear messages. And struggling is a harder word. It's not struggling so much as I just need to slow down a little bit today in this reading and tell you what's going on. And apologize if I'm not moving as fast as you might like me to on this video. Please be patient. I don't often have negative, detrimental type of energies come through on my readings. That is one, because I have a deal with my team on the other side. I have a deal with God about how I do these readings, and what I intend for these videos to be about is to help the families that are still here. But occasionally something comes through that is of need on the other side. So what I'm talking about is sometimes, and it's not a common thing, so don't everybody start thinking that their loved one is like this. It's very unusual, but it does happen that a soul doesn't have a good transition. They can get trapped in, let's just call it a middle world. I'm going to call it a middle world. And they don't fully cross over. And that can be for a variety of reasons. But again, that's a subject we can talk about on the live if you're interested. But what I want to talk about today is this. I have a woman coming through. And when she first appeared to me, she was like, had her finger in my face, like right up in my face, yelling at me and shaking her finger at me. And I couldn't even tell what she was talking about. It was irrelevant. The energy was what they were showing me of this young woman. In your face, the word that is coming to me is belligerent, but confrontational. That's really the word that I prefer. Confrontational, but really, like I said, her finger was in my face. And then the very next image they gave me was the same woman with, her head in her hands, crying, weeping. And the word that they gave me was bipolar. Now, bipolar is absolutely a legitimate illness. And what I'm getting, the story as it becomes clearer to me, or they were giving it to me, yes, she was bipolar, but there's more to the story. She was a gorgeous, like model type, gorgeous young woman. And I think she could have even been a model, or in some public eye used her presence. I don't know if she was, could have been in Hollywood, I don't know, but in some way it could have been in a local community scale. But she started doing some drugs, recreational, and if you don't know this, that can open up a portal. That can open you up. It's like creating an opening and opening a door for something negative to come in. Now, when I say something negative, let's don't get caught up in labels, or, I know we all, and especially in the American society, we need to label everything, right? I'm going to call this a negative energy. There are all kinds of words you could, I don't even want to say that other word. I want to say demon, but I'm not going to say demon, so I didn't say demon. It's a negative energy that can attach to someone. And the longer they are attached to someone, the stronger the energy becomes and overtakes the person's personality. And the person becomes weaker and weaker, and this negative energy becomes more dominant. And that's what I feel happened to this young woman. And in the end, I think what it feels to me like, it feels to me like she died from drugs, but not intentionally. It wasn't like suicide. I think she just got the wrong drug, or could have been somebody else involved, but I just feel like that's what happened. But it was a sudden death, and I feel like she drowned in a pool or some kind of a water death. Could have been a hot tub or something like that, but I feel like it was a pool. And so, what they're telling me, she didn't have a clean crossing. She wasn't ready to go. The pure her, if you will, was not ready to go. But she had been so taken over by the negative energy of this attachment that she could not control her behavior, and so her soul was not ready to cross. She still had things to do. And I hope this is making sense to some of you out there. And again, if you're interested in this kind of subject matter, please stay tuned. As I said, all kind of things like this that I will talk to you about and answer your questions about to the degree that I can when I go live. Anyway, so the reading today is not so much about the family that this is meant for. I don't know who these cards are meant for. I don't even look at them. I'm not really even looking. I'm looking out the window at the kids on the playground out here. I just talk to you for the first few minutes, and then when there's a break in energy, then I'll look down at the cards. But to me, I wanted to share with you the process, because to me today, this reading isn't so much about this and doing a reading for you guys as it is helping this young woman. So there's a process that I do if and when something like this happens, which again is not common. But for those of you who might be concerned, I do work with them on the other side. I have a team, and we work with them, and we try to get them to move on, get them released from whatever's holding them back, and those kinds of things. So put your mind at ease that I do that all off camera, of course, because it's a very sacred process for me to help those souls. Okay, so I don't know what these cards will tell us today. Let me peek here and see if there's anything that whatever. All right, they're telling me that whatever her death, because oftentimes if you've been here before, I don't know if these cards are meant to talk about her or the person who's left behind, your relative or your loved one. I don't ever know that until I turn them over. So, but what I'm hearing is, I don't know that it's messages meant to be to a person or it's just meant to be more of her story, because she's telling me that the way her ending, that's the word, her ending in this world had to do with a romantic partner or interest. Now, that's a big, broad statement. I don't know if that means she had a boyfriend she was hanging out to. Maybe he was giving her drugs. If there was somebody that, you know, an agent or somebody he was trying to take advantage of her romantically, that could have been both of those for that matter. She's telling me she tried very hard. She was working hard. She was looking forward to a career. She was also, this is something I don't think people knew, she was working hard to break this addiction. She was working hard to be single and independent, to working hard to get away from this being left out in the cold. Five of Pentacles, you know, is a hardship card. She was working hard to set herself free from that. I think she was financially doing well in life. But it feels like to me she collaborated with the wrong people. That's what it feels to me like. She collaborated with someone or somebody or a group of people, could have been, but it's what I'm feeling. And I want to see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, that kept coming up. There was some kind of a love interest that or somebody that was dating, she'd just been dating them, that was involved with this, that probably got her into drugs. Because yeah, this is the Queen of Wands, who's the party queen. She's beautiful, attractive, you know, sometimes impulsive. Yeah, and this can be a lot of conflict, winning at all costs, ego, having a broken heart about it, really up in your head. And I mean, this is sort of the energy and the look of the woman that I have in my head that they're showing me an image of. This is a self-imposed mental prison, and if you can see this is a perfect image. There's two women on here. She's looking into a mirror, but this woman is quite different than this woman, if you can see that. The crows represent, you know, negative thinking, negative thoughts. And so this to me is showing the dichotomy of her, and then of course this is the representation of her having this negative attachment to her who was controlling her. I know this is getting all woo-woo, guys, but you know, it's kind of what I do. Now I want to ask for one more card, please, Spirit. I feel like there's some other something here, so. And I'm also hearing manager. So I don't know if her manager was trying to be romantic with her, or her manager was trying to romance her just to get her hooked on drugs. And so she, you know, there's all kinds of weird stories, but that this could be. I'm not seeing real clearly what that was, other than there was somebody. They're saying just cut the deck, okay? Yeah, and I got that message over here. She was trying to walk away from this. She was trying to walk away from this. She knew better. She was trying, yeah. This is the curious page, the venturesome page. I feel like she, in there, I knew it. She was trying to, yeah, she was trying to walk away from this, and it caused a tower. So I can't believe I haven't seen the devil here. Yeah. So again, this could have been a manager, a business contact, something like that. And she was trying to leave the addiction, maybe even leave the contract she had with them, because she was very disappointed, but they were disappointed in her trying to leave. I've never had the energy come off this Two of Cups like I'm feeling with this. It's like whoever this was like glue. She couldn't, you know, she was trying to pull away and she couldn't pull it away. She couldn't get it away. And again, this, it's twofold. This, I feel like we're talking about a person here in the 3D, but also this attachment that she had to her in the 3D before she crossed over. That so I think it's twofold message here. I want to see where the devil is, what's around. Let me see here if I can, is that it? No. Let me see 1 second here, because I'm just having a strong feeling. Let me see. Where is it? Well, come on. It's going to be at the bottom of the deck. Watch me go through all the cards. There it is. Okay, what's new with the devil? Yeah, I just could feel it. I could feel it. Yeah. She was planning to leave. This is divine timing. It's also looking at distant shores. She was trying to leave this toxic energy. She was thinking back on her inspiration, her family, friends, thinking about the life she grew up in, how at one point she was the empress in her own world and she was happy. Yeah, I just had a feeling there was a message there with the devil. Anything else, Spirit, you want me to share with my viewers about this? Okay, they're sharing, and again, we can talk more about this. I'm looking forward to this discussion. This is, you know, I labeled one of my videos, I titled one of my videos recently Cautionary Tale, and I'm hearing that phrase again. But it's true. This is a message for all of you as a collective to be careful what you open yourself up for, and know that your actions have consequences. Anytime, even, and I love to drink wine, y'all. I love my glass of wine, and not every evening, but some evenings. But anytime you put a substance into your body, whether it's, you know, marijuana, wine, other stronger drugs, cocaine, heroin, any of those, anything like that, that alters your energy, you are shifting from wherever you are into lower vibrational energy. And the lower you go with your energy, the more you are susceptible to being used by negative energy, attacked or attached to a negative energy. And so be mindful of that. Just be mindful that there is a consequence for escaping life, so to speak, because that's why we always do those things. We want to feel better, right? We don't feel better in the moment. We think whatever that thing is for each of us, whatever that is, I don't know, it could be food, whatever, sugar, all those things. but I'm talking about mind altering specifically. But if you're doing that to escape, there's more to it than you understand. There's a lot that happens on the spiritual, on the unseen level of existence here, other than the 3D physical. You are not just a physical body. There's much, much more to you than you realize. And when you do things like that, it does affect you. So be mindful. Be mindful and don't open yourself up for these things. That's really the message. Okay, so hope that wasn't too heavy for everybody today. I hope you at least found it somewhat interesting. And I am working, have already worked with this young lady on the other side, so she is in a much better place, just to ease your mind. And if you happen to know who this is or something, maybe this will get to those people also. Thank you all for watching today. Again, if you're interested in this kind of content, please check back. I try to do 1 or 2 of these readings every week. And I'm also doing twin flame readings. I try to get those out on the weekends. So if you like that, check my playlist for those readings. They are timeless. And I think that's it. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you very much, and I'll talk to you all soon. Thank you. Bye.